Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I saw this from Hazel Appleyard and I just had to make a video about it because I could not, I repeat, I could not stop laughing. Mainly because the doctor's reaction to this individual was too priceless. And I'm glad that there is actually a doctor out there that has a little bit of common sense to them while trying to be as kind as humanly possible to an individual that is, well, delusional and had to cut off their healthy private parts in order to feel even more delusional about themselves. Let's say that. So this is quite a funny story and we'll get into it right now, shall we? Like, let's have a good laugh because God knows that I need one. So Hazel put this up. She goes, I posted this one before, but it's really just so funny that I wanted to share it again. He goes to the ER. So this person goes to the ER and the doctor looks at the person's, you know what? And the doctor asks if something happened down there. Imagine that, right? Is everything okay down there? It looks like that there's a wound. What have you done to yourself? I don't think the doctor is very much familiar with or very much aware of what they do with the likes of a vaginoplasty for a dude is they chop off the healthy penis and then they invert it and make a wound out of it. So I can imagine the doctor's shock when he asked this particular person to pull down this person's pants and lo and behold, whoa, man, something up. Is everything okay? Like, what's happened to you? Can you imagine that? It's like an accident or something, according to Hazel. Like, yeah, for sure. It definitely major accident, mate. I wasn't expecting any of this to happen, but alas, it did happen. Not at my hands, but my Delulu mind was telling me that I needed to chop it off. So therefore I had it done. It's post-op, man. But even the doctor knows what a vagina looks like versus a wound. I think every person knows what a vagina looks like versus a wound like this, believe it or not. But alas, this person wasn't really happy with the doctor's response. Because this person wants to feel like that they are a woman, but in fact, they're not a real woman. They're just trying to act like a real woman. And unfortunately, the doctor was like, is everything okay there, son? This person tells the doctor that this person's having period cramps. And the doctor can't take it anymore. Leaves, and the nurse tells this person the person has to go to a GI doctor, gastrointestinal doctor, because this person's not normally or not actually having a period. And you'll soon see why. Or you already know why, because men don't have what? They don't have periods, people. They don't have ovaries. They've got nothing of the female reproductive system in their body. Just because you decide to invert your penis into that of a wound doesn't make you a woman. And secondly, it doesn't mean that you're going to have a period. What you're having is gastrointestinal problems from the likes of you taking hormones. You should be on testosterone. Well, now you should be because, well, you've got a massive imbalance. You don't have any balls to make testosterone anymore, so you're going to be on synthetic hormones for the rest of your life, which is really sad. That leads to osteoporosis, arthritis, and every other thing that you shouldn't have when you're on synthetic hormones. I'm just saying your body knows what it's doing. We were created with a specific purpose and a perfect design. You've gone and you've stuffed it up. Well done to you. So here we go, people. Horrible cramps. What do I do? Because obviously the logical thing that you want to do is go on Reddit and ask people for advice over on Reddit. Went to emergency room. Bad experience. Here we go. I've been on estrogen for 9 years. 9 years on estrogen, people. And you're a biological dude. Like, that is going to cause some significant issues because men are not supposed to have extremely high levels of estrogen. We're supposed to have testosterone, people. The estrogen is meant to be like literally non-existent. I mean, we're supposed to have a little bit of estrogen in there. Same with women, right? They're meant to have testosterone, but not too much. And they're meant to have more estrogen. When a woman has more testosterone, look what happens. They have fairly significant issues, okay? When man has estrogen, you're going to have a lot of issues that come along with it too. But anyway, this person has been on it for 9 years, which is a long time to be taking synthetic hormones, if you ask me. I've never experienced cramps until the first few months. That's very interesting because I thought, if you start taking synthetic hormones, it somehow makes you feel like a woman inside. And so therefore you start thinking that you're having a period. Okay. So your gut's not happy, my friend. They come every 24 to 34 days, and I feel like a deep throbbing pain in my pelvis. Your body's trying to tell you that you should get off the estrogen first and foremost. And secondly, it's not good for you. Thirdly, there's something definitely going on that is wrong in your body. Otherwise, you wouldn't be having this sort of pain. When your body is telling you, it's screaming at you, hey, there is a problem, you're just choosing to ignore it. Oh, it's because I'm having a period, man. I think that I'm a woman, so therefore, I know I don't have the female reproductive system, but I feel like a woman, so therefore it must be female reproductive related. I get moody, constipated, intense cravings, and somewhat suicidal, which I think that is sad that you feel that way. But could it be that you're on too much synthetic hormone that you shouldn't actually be on? When a man is supposed to have testosterone, the man feels a lot better when the man is on a significant amount of testosterone that their body is naturally producing, or if a man needs to go on a natural form, I guess you could say, or try to go on a natural form. But I don't think you can really get what the body creates in a natural form anymore, much more than the body creates it. Like outside of that, it's really, really hard to get something that is actually going to be natural, let's say. I know we can experience periods without the blood. Ladies, help me out here. No, you can't. Nah. That's not a period, mate. Not a period. Don't say it like that. But the cramps were letting up. Again, if you're a male and you've got blood coming out of your rectum or even out of your penis, you're in a hell of a lot of trouble. Or if this person is bleeding from their wound, they're in a lot of trouble as well. Just saying. It's not the sign of a period, right? I went to the emergency room. Here's where it gets really funny. And told them I was experiencing or having really bad extreme cramps. And I just couldn't take it anymore. I didn't want to tell them I'm trans because I live stealthily. Oh, I want it to be a secret. But unfortunately, when you're in the medical institution, nothing's a secret when it comes to your health. So when they asked, take a look at my vagina, chain of vagina, mate. It's a wound. Thankfully, I'm post-op, which makes no difference at all. So I decided to let them look. Immediately, the doctor takes one look at my puss. Your wound. Takes one look at your wound, man, and asks, what happened? Can you imagine that? Good God, man. What happened to you? Someone has butchered you. There should be a P there, but there's something that's not a P there. It's a tragic wound. It's a travesty, son. What happened to you? I'll tell you what happened to you. I'm going to spell it out for you. I tell him I don't know what he's talking about. Clearly, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I've got a perfectly healthy, functioning vagina right there. I'm post-operation for it. What happened to you, son? You removed your penis, you inverted it, and now you've got a wound. He asked if something happened to me down there. I told him nothing. Clearly something's happened down there, son. He says he's going to attempt an ultrasound to look at my ovaries. I tell him I don't have any and unhappily explain that I'm trans. The truth finally comes out. There you go. He says, but you're here for cramps. Huh? That's interesting. I say that I'm having a period. Can I imagine the look on the doctor's face when this person responds with, I'm having a period, doc. But you're a man. No, I'm having a period, doc. The doctor leaves and in comes a nurse who discharges me. Thank God for that, because there's more people that actually need assistance and help. On my paper, it says I need to consult a GI doctor for intestinal issues because that's where the cramps are coming from. The doctor has a great deal of common sense. And there you have it, my friends. This is where biology rules the roost. Because one thing that we know, there's a difference between male reproductive organs and female reproductive organs. Same with the male body and the female body. We are completely different. Don't try and mess with that. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of health issues that come as a result of it if you decide to mess with it. Anyway, the cramps are still hurting, and I've been crying all day over what the stupid doctor said. No, the stupid doctor, according to you, I don't think he's stupid. I think he's actually quite brilliant. He's doing his job. We need more doctors like that, if you ask me. Asking me what happened to my vagina. It's not a vagina, sunshine. It is a wound. If you need to dilate your wound, it's not a vagina. Simple. What do you mean my vagina is like everyone else's? I guarantee you, if you were to compare the pair between a real vagina and yours, whatever yours is, you should be able to tell straight away the difference. Or the differences. I don't even want to get out of bed. I hate myself. Oh, you poor thing. I really do feel for you. You're going through the motions. You're going through a very hard stage of life, and it's not fair. I totally understand. You're going through cramps. It's not fun. Maybe you should have thought of that before going through irreversible surgery and causing a great deal of damage to yourself. Maybe that would have been the wise and smart thing to do, perhaps. But what do I know? I'm just trying to help. But maybe it's a little bit too late. So, yeah, don't go on Reddit and ask people on Reddit for advice or help because they're not doctors. A doctor told you to do the right thing. Go and see a gastrointestinal doctor so that the gastro can actually help what's going on. Because if you are bleeding or if you're having cramps in your stomach, there's something not right there. Blind Freddy could have seen that or would have known that. Anyway, hope you get the help that you need, man. I really do. Anyway, you guys take care. You be blessed. Hopefully you guys thought it was funny, because I did some way. See you guys in the next video.